you know.
And then you nearly blew it, didn't you? I mean, you came through, and you became you were an electrician to begin with. You worked your little socks off.
I wasn't an electrician. I was like a T-boy electrician.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even lower down the ladder. Yeah.
Yeah.
And worked and worked and did all these lousy jobs.
Yeah.
And then you used the talent you've got to get to where you are now.
Yeah.
And then you had this terrible period when you started into drugs and had to take... How long do you have to take off from being boss of creation? It must
for about 9 months.
Why did you do that?
Why did I take drugs?
Yeah, why did you do that?
Well, probably because they were good fun at the time, but they overtake you. And I mean, it's a well-trodden path, really. I think at the end of the day, there was so much pressure. This is before Oasis happened. There was so much pressure on me personally. The label was run like a sort of cult of personality at that point. And my way of masking the pressure probably was, you know, to take a lot of drugs, you know. But I don't really regret it. I mean, it's just part of who you are. It makes you a wiser and better person if you come through it. You
see, Marianne Faithfull said taking drugs ruined her teeth in the end. I don't know how drugs taking ruined her teeth, but that's what she says, and, you know, of course, affected her voice and all the rest of it. It can have great physical damage, can't it, in the end? Yeah. But you went home to your dad, and he looked after you.
Yeah, no, my father's like my #1 hero in life, really. My dad's like the best person that I know in the world, really. And my father took care of me. I mean, I went into hospital, rehabilitation, really, and they got me through the withdrawal symptoms and stuff. And then like, my dad took me to Scotland, and introduced me to Glasgow Rangers, and that was like, I started a love affair back again with football that I'd sort of lost when I came to London in 1980.
So your dad, I mean, you haven't got a mum, your mum died, didn't she?
Yeah, in 1990.
Have you always felt this way about your dad, or is it because he did that for you then, which was
I think I was always pretty close, and we got closer and closer as we got older. I mean, I was a classic teenager. I mean, he kicked me out when I was 17, you know, so, and then I went to London when I was 19 or 20. But I mean, you know, that's just like, you know, it's just testosterone and being young, really, and you grow out of it. And then like, I'm incredibly close with my dad. I mean, my regime every morning is like up and I go running. You know, I run 5 miles every morning. But before I go running, I usually phone my father about 8 in the morning, chat to him for half an hour and find out what's going on in Scotland.
What does he do now?
Well, he's 64. I mean, he's retired, but he's just newly married, and he's really happy.
So he's not going to come down here and join you? And be with you?
He keeps threatening to put out a record, but I mean...
Oh, because you've got to have a Cutler on your record list, haven't you?
My dad wouldn't even be the oldest guy on our record label. Ivor Cutler's 74.
Is he?
My dad's 64.
What on earth made you want to sign him up? Ivor Cutler?
I've always liked him. John Peel, I used to always hear him on John Peel, and that's how... But loads of people like him on the label, you know. He's very popular with the other artists.
Hurricane #1 is your big signing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the most recent one, yeah.
Yeah, the next big one.
Yeah.
You've got a few others in there, which Dexter's Midnight Runners, the guy who used to be involved in that. There was a scandal involved with him, saying that first of all he said he'd written all the songs, and then he backed off and said he had to come clean, and he said he hadn't. So what does he bring to the record label?
Well, I tell you, I think he was misrepresented by the tabloids again. You know, I never actually wanted him to go and, you know, put the statement out in the first place, but Kevin being Kevin, insisted that he should do it. But actually what he was trying to say was that stylistically, you know, not the actual song, but he nicked the sound off of a guy called Kevin Archer. That's what he was trying to say. But then, of course, like, you know, all these daily papers that said, oh, he had nicked the song off of Kevin Archer, which he never done. He wrote the song. So he got upset about that. But at the end of the day, my attitude to it, as what I was saying to Kevin, is, I mean, if you're going to get involved with tabloids, then you've got to accept that they are going to get it wrong, and they are, you know...
Such maturity for someone so young, I must tell you, to be able to handle the tabloid newspapers.
I'm not that young, I'm 36.
Well, I still think you're younger than I am. That's young for me.
Right.
That's young for me. What's the next thing, finally, before you go?
Right.
What's the next thing for Alan McGee? You don't have to do anything anymore. You don't have to prove anything anymore.
I mean, just to keep finding good bands. I mean, this summer's a big summer for us. I mean, I've got an Oasis album coming out. I've got a Primal Scream record. I've got a Super Furry Animals record. I've got an Arnold record. I've got a Hurricane #1 record. I've got a Teenage Fan Club record. So and I've got a 3 Colours Red record. So there's a big summer for us as a label, and we've got to do our best for all these bands, and that's what it's about, really. It's about continually proving that, you know, we're still relevant and we still know what we're doing.
You're still relevant, that's for certain, isn't it? Creation. What's... Finally, we read about Liam and Noel being worth, what, 40 million in this rich list. Is it possible that they could be worth that amount of money?
I don't know.
Because the next question is, creation must be worth, God, I mean...
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
As a good Scot, you should be watching the money, you know.
Well, I think they were in it on Amazon, that list as well. It's just like, I mean, I don't know what it means really, to be honest.
Just spend more money, buy new football clubs, do all the kinds of things a boy of your age, being so young, needs to do.
Should do it.
Yeah. Okay, Alan, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, cheers.
Alan McGee. Let's take a break. After that, the designer who's hot for the second time round, Jasper Conran's coming next. But first, more from Oasis. Here they are performing live at Earl's Court.